Ah, that takes me back.
Gosh, are you sure? Thanks.
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Bon
Real
appetit.
name.
The cream lattes they have here are the best. They're all fluffy and cute, and they taste amazing.
I'm a big fan myself. Every time I get one, I have to say no to running out and buying my own espresso machine.
Oh, come on. You should just do it.
You know, I actually did end up going to the electronics store the other day. Turns out there are lots of good ones to pick from.
They are pretty popular.
And of course, the price goes up with each new bell or whistle. Stuff like adjustable temperature or automatic cleaning.
Ooh, they can clean themselves?
I gradually set my sights higher and higher, and before I knew it, I was getting ready to pay up.
And? How much was it?
300,000 yen.
That much? Nanchan, you can afford that?
Nah. I went in with a budget of 5,000, so all I could do was stare at it.
That wouldn't get you any of them.
Sure, but I always seem to fall into it, money or no. Oh well. The lattes I get with you guys taste better anyway. That's enough for me.
Wow, all that and you still tried to squeeze something heartfelt out of it. Thanks for buying.
That was great.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
That's nostalgic. Outdoor shogi. Huh. I should stop by when I get a chance. Fancy a game of shogi when we're free?
Maybe. I like shogi. It sharpens the mind. After playing it for a while, I feel my thoughts become clearer.
I didn't know it had that sort of effect on you.
Sure. It gives me time to have a conversation with myself. Did I turn off the gas when I left? Crap, what about the energy bill? I get through my whole itinerary.
Sounds useful for sorting out errands. Although I get the feeling you lose most of your games. All right. Complete.
Curious. I feel like I've gotten to know you pretty well now.
I suppose so. You're an interesting person, Nanba.
That's an honor coming from you. Hey, follow me. Well, there's a spot I'd like to show you. Sunrise Bridge.
Lead the way.
Convenience stores always have that great oden soup smell.
What would you say is your favorite part?
Ooh, well, there's shirataki noodles, eggs, beef tendon. I mean, it's all great, but I've really enjoyed cabbage rolls lately.
Huh, cabbage rolls. They put those in the soup now?
Yeah, the meat goes perfect with the oden broth. It's the best.
That does sound good. Daikon radish was the standard in my day, since it soaked up all the soup. Maybe soaked up cabbage will become the new favorite. Things are going well.
Ugh, it's so cold out. Let's get something warm to eat.
Oh, well in that case, how about ramen?
Let's get soba.
And so we reach an impasse. Kiryu-san, how about you make the call?
Huh?
Ramen sound good?
Soba all the way, yeah?
Ramen, I guess.
You. Why?
I knew you were a man of taste, Kiryu-san.
Miso ramen, with butter on top. The butter melts into the broth like cream. It coats the noodles and the chashu. Perfect for cold winter nights.
Huh. Okay. Ramen it is.
That was easy. Kiryu-san, ever think about being a food critic?
Why? I was just trying to explain my decision.
I wish I could describe things the way you can. Like, a modern revolution in noodles and soup.
You know, sometimes it's less about what's being said than who's saying.
What's that supposed to mean?
Namba, let's just get some food.
That's nostalgic.
Oh yeah, I heard this from Jungi Han the other day.
Hmm?
You use those windmills over in Komijul to power your washing machine, right? You guys still into that?
Oh, you mean wind energy? Of course. We look into that just about every day. The new fan's performance has been optimized to catch even the tiniest breeze.
Wow. Well, then that means...
That's right. We've got spin cycle and everything. The goal is to generate stable power, but it's hard to do so with renewable energy.
Probably be a while before you can get the dryer running, huh?
Well, I could always strap you to a bicycle. I'm sure that'd do the trick.
I think I'll pass.
Ah, that takes me back.
Running around town like this together is a great way to make up for my lack of exercise.
You don't usually exercise, Sunhee?
Well, I keep up with training so that I don't get rusty, of course. But as the head of an organization, I spend a lot of time sitting in meetings or at a desk.
Seems even the leader of Komijul can't escape desk work.
That's exactly why I try to find moments to exercise during everyday activities. Taking advantage of those early morning radio exercises fosters a nice, disciplined life.
That is very disciplined. Good on you for waking up so early.
Well, when I sleep in, I just use a recording and work out in the afternoon.
What about that is disciplined? All right. Never knew there was a club here. Takes me back.
Were you ever much of a dancer, Kiryu-san?
Maybe a little. What about you, Psycho? You dance?
No. The only dancing I've ever done is at school during PE. I don't think I've ever danced at these kinds of places.
That right. Well, you're pretty athletic. I'm sure you could disco if you really wanted.
Disco? Wait, Kiryu-san, how long has it been since you last danced?
Huh?
Um...
Things are going well.
Oi, omae! Show me what you got.
It's my turn.
Something wrong?
Weak.
In for the kill! You asked for it. This'll do.
Allow me.
What an eyesore.
You got this!
What's the holdup?
I'm not backing down.
Watch this! It's showtime! Come get your prize!
Here we go.
You wanna fight?
Something wrong?
Check this out.
play, do we? Let's do it.
Get serious.
Koi!
You're gonna get stomped. Try to block this. Stay down.
Here we go.
どっからでもかかってきな。
You wanna fight?
You're gonna be in a world of hurt. Now then.
It's over!
Right.
What?
What an eyesore. Try this on for size. You're gonna feel this one.
Yeah. Yeah! Give him hell! Yeah! Double the trouble! Double the fight!
Something wrong?
Much better. It's my turn.
コンディションはバッチリだ。さっぱりしたぜ。
Want some?
All good. Allow me. I'll give you a ring later.
Back in the game. Now we're talking. Have fun with this. That takes care of that.
And that's the end. Learning more
really
every
think
day.
you'd win?
Moving up in the world. Hell yeah.
There's more where this came from.
By the way, you can play mahjong in the basement here. Why don't we all head down there sometime?
Sure, why not? Haven't done that in ages.
I need to get back to my boxing gym.
You take boxing classes?
Yeah, it was originally just part of my diet routine. But it's really a lot of fun and a great stress reliever. My trainer thinks I've got a knack for it, too.
Hey, that's great.
Yeah, I'll back you up if you're ever in a tight spot. You know, the old 1-2.
Good to know. I could definitely use it. All right. I remember this.
I'm ready. It's my turn.
Allow me.
I'm not
wanna
backing
fight?
down.
Time to put you down! Okay.
Wanna play, do we?
Here we go.
I'll take you on.
Check this out.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Right. You want some?
We have a winner.
Okay.
Hey, Hamako-san.
Well, if it isn't Sayako. How's business? Raking in the cash, hon?
My club's doing okay. What about your place?
Now, if you're doing okay, then we must be more or less the same. And not much to do during slow hours, you know. Anyway, I see you brought an unfamiliar face with you.
I've only recently arrived in town. My name is Taichi Suzuki.
Come on now. What's with the fake name?
Huh? What fake name?
Don't play dumb with me. That awkward introduction of yours made it so obvious.
Was it really that awkward?
Maybe it's better if we just cut the bullshit with her.
Oh, I see how it is. Everyone's already in the know about your alias. Fine then, I'll play along. Taichi Suzuki-san, was it?
I guess there's no fooling you, Hamako-san.
Don't take it too hard, sweetheart. Stay in business long enough in this town and you'll end up just like me.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing.
This is Hamako-san. She's been in Ijincho longer than I have. She's like the underboss of this town. Or perhaps more aptly, a ghost haunting it.
So what's the story? You girls dump Ichiban for a new man?
Suzuki-san here helped me and Kasuga out of a bind. He's even more notorious than I am in the underground. Careful not to show disrespect, lest you embarrass yourself.
Enough of that. Keep up that talk and I'd be the one disrespecting Hamako-san.
Oh, looks like we have a real gentleman here. You treat all the ladies this way? And how do you know Ichiban?
How should I put this? The two of us used to work for the same company. Although we never met back then.
Ichiban really respects Suzuki-san. Oh, right, the two of them were in Hawaii until recently, too.
Huh. You guys must be real close if you went on vacation together. All right then, Suzuki-san. Why don't you stay a while? Have some tea with me.
Just you and me?
What? I'm not gonna eat you up or anything. Oh, are you too busy to have one cup of tea with an old hag like me?
All right. Let's have that cup of tea.
Now we're talking. Head on upstairs. I'll get everything ready.
Is this your shop?
Sure is. On the outside, we're an eating house. Normally, you'd be serviced by some girls. But if you're looking for that kind of special treatment, come back another time. Of course, I'll have to charge you for that.
No, I'm fine.
We're what society would call a shady business. Remember that politician, Ryo Aoki? A few years back, he came to Ijincho. He made this bold claim that Bleach Japan, the MPO, would build shelters. Said that girls who work in places like this, and their families, could live there free of charge and get job training. Sounded like a brilliant idea. Now that's real philanthropy, I thought. He even told me I could be the dorm mother. So I was near ready to sell this place off.
Why is this place still standing?
Because that shelter was a bald-faced lie. Ryo Aoki's true objective was to gain popularity and gather votes by wiping out the gray zones and everyone in it. I made my girls go to a shelter, but it ended up being a mousetrap. Lion's lair, actually. Yeah, they were all arrested and deported. The ones working here now are all new. The kind of girls who come work for me don't even have family back home. That's why they stay here in Ijincho. I was duped all because I was careless. Now I have no idea how any of those poor souls are doing.
I see. Sorry to hear it. But it sounds like you had no way of knowing that happened.
But the thing is, I should have known. Ichiban and them saw right through Ryo Aoki. They even had their suspicions about the shelter. Now they tried to warn me, but I still went and got myself fooled. I even yelled at Ichiban, telling him not to doubt Aoki's good intentions.
You're not the one at fault, Hamako-san. It's Ryo Aoki.
I know that, sure. But Never got to apologize to Ichiban for yelling at him. Now it's been years since, so I completely botched the timing. And knowing him, he might not even remember that one minor detail. So I wondered, maybe I don't need to apologize. And I never stopped wondering since.
Is that why you decided to confide in me? So I could be your messenger?
Come on. I'm not that shameless. Nah, I just wanted someone to hear me out, I guess. But there's no way I could tell Namba or Saiko. Nah, I don't need them seeing me weak and vulnerable.
Then you thought I'd be a good confidant?
Well, Ichiban respects you, doesn't he? And you were with him until recently. Anyway, did you say anything about me while you two were off in Hawaii?
I think he might have told me he's over it now, or something.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot there. Yeah, I take it he never mentioned me, did he? And again, why would he? I didn't even know Ichiban was overseas.
I highly doubt he holds it against you. He's not the kind of guy who'd bear a grudge.
Sorry for taking up your time on my petty little issues. I feel bad.
Don't worry about it. We all have those nagging doubts in our heads. You're not alone on that. Even if you want to forget, you can't. Because you never got the closure you needed.
Closure. When you get to be my age, you're always gonna have unfinished business.
Right, I feel the same way. But recently, some things came up in my life that got me thinking. Tying up all those loose ends made me realize that. Sometimes getting closure is for the better. It's easy to keep putting things off. Until one day you're told your time's up.
Wait, what? Back up. Is something wrong with your health?
Earlier you said your issues were petty. But that can't be further from the truth. You never know if your time with friends and family might be cut short. So make every moment count. If it's really getting under your skin, then if I were you, I'd just apologize.
Think I get why you've got Saiko and Sun Hee waiting on you hand and foot.
They're doing what? Did you really have to put it that way?
Well, at any rate, I do feel better after talking to you, Suzuki-san. Now I'm actually looking forward to the next time I see Ichiban.
That's so. Glad to hear. Also, the tea was delicious. I should get going now.
And don't tell Saiko or anyone about this. You hear? After all, I'm supposed to be some hardened old ghost. So I can't have them think I've gone soft.
Don't worry, I can keep a secret. Thanks for the tea. And take care.
Taichi Suzuki, was it? Whoever he was, he must be a great man.
Let's see.
Sorry to drag my feet.
Get serious. Ooh, chills. This is the worst. Yeah, give him hell.
Bring it on!
Double the trouble. Double the flame.
I feel so heavy.
Right.
Want some?
Try this on for size.
And that's the end.
Did you really think you'd win?
Doing better than I thought.
We should relish this moment.
Ooh, an arcade. Oh, I haven't been to one in forever.
What kind of games do you usually play, Psycho?
Well, typically fighting games. The girls and regulars at the club love them. I started playing just to be social, but I ended up getting super into it.
So if it was a social thing, did you ever let people win?
Nope, I'd wipe the floor with them. I hate losing on purpose.
And that's social? Things are going well. Ah, that takes me back. Feels like just yesterday. Oh. Ah, that takes me back.
Nothing beats fresh baked bread. That said, I've been buying it less and less these days.
Did you get bored, you think?
Oh, no. It's just that I recently got myself a bread maker, so I've been really into that instead.
A bread maker? So you've been baking your own?
The newest ones are pretty amazing. They knead, ferment, and bake all on their own. You can even adjust the fermentation time to change the texture of the bread.
Oh, okay.
And by tuning the temperature, you can change up how soft you want your crust. Oh, there's a great deal on it right now, too, and it even comes with a cashback.
Have you ever thought about writing commercials?
Huh?
All right.
Well, let's get started. You're going to regret this. Try to block this! You asked for it. This'll
Follow my lead. Hardly a fair fight.
Oh, this place gives you bonus points if you use contactless payments.
Contactless. I've heard of that, but I don't know too much about it.
You put money into a smartphone app and pay through that. You can do all your shopping with just your phone, and you usually get points, so it's pretty handy. The only problem is not every store takes the same type. So I've loaded up 8 different brands to be safe.
Huh. You sure handy's the right word? Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them.
I really need to make a reservation at the salon soon, but...
What's wrong? You don't want to go?
No, it's not that. It's just that it's so expensive. My hair's starting to curl up again, and straightening costs a fortune.
Straightening? I didn't think you had curls, Psycho.
I do, and getting ready in the morning's really starting to drag. Your hair's pretty straight, Kiryu-san. Ever thought about getting a perm?
A perm? Well, maybe if the occasion called for it.
Really? I would love to see your hair blown up like that.
I, think I've had enough explosions in my life. All right. Our bond's getting deeper.
Are you tired? Hey there, Kiryu-san. Are you here for a drink? You, sure that'll be okay?
No need to worry about me.
Oh, please. But since you're already here, there just so happens to be a seat right next to me.
Great. I'll take you up on that. So, Saiko, you're a mama over at a cabaret club?
I'm not just a mama. I'm the owner of the whole joint. After the previous owner passed away, one thing led to another, and I ended up taking over. The younger girls are usually the ones serving the customers, but sometimes I lend them a hand too.
Guess I should be paying you for this conversation then.
Mm-hmm. Cough it up, mister. But I guess you did help us out before, Kiryu-san, so... let's just call it even. I won't be taking any money from you. Oh, whoops. I should be calling you Suzuki-san instead, right?
It'd make me happy if you could call me by my real name around our friends. There aren't any enemies here anyway.
Sounds good. That's easier for me too. Well, I can't speak for the rest of our motley crew, but I'll just call you Kiryu-san. You know, you give off this air of sophistication, even when you're sipping a drink. You look like such a gentleman.
Same goes to you. You look like the very picture of elegance, sitting here, drinking alone.
Oh, yeah? Maybe working at the club has actually sucked the youth out of me.
I'm sure that it takes more than youth and vigor alone to become a successful business owner.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe that's why the men who come on to me are starting to change up their pickup lines.
Really now? How so?
Well, they don't stop at dating. And by that, I mean they start hinting at marriage. Or, you know, things like that.
Those are some intense customers.
They're not like that at all around the younger girls. But I seem to attract a lot of customers like that. The type of guy who's looking to get hitched. Guess that means I'm at the right age for that. People are starting to look at me that way now. At least that's the sort of vibe I get. Actually, get this. One of the guys hitting on me is pretty rich, and he has a lot going for him.
Sounds like you don't mind that at all.
I wouldn't say that. Honestly, I'm not looking to get married. I'm plenty satisfied with how my life is right now. On the other hand, there's my twin sister. I keep thinking she needs to tie the knot with her boyfriend and settle down already. I mean, she's at the perfect age to get married. If she doesn't hurry, she'll let the chance slip by.
Something's not adding up here. If she's your twin, wouldn't that make her the same age as you?
I know. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. I'm aware I've just been making excuses, trying to justify myself.
As long as you know, I won't comment.
By the way, did Ichiban say anything about me when you guys were in Hawaii?
Let me think. But why do you ask? Are you worried about him?
Well, not exactly. I just haven't talked to him in a while. He did something that pissed me off.
And how long is a while?
Nah, just leave it. All that matters is that he's doing okay. Besides, this is Ichiban we're talking about. No matter where he goes, I can't imagine him being anything but his stubborn, cheerful self. Kiryu-san? What's up? Why'd you get all quiet?
Did something happen between you and Kasuga? I'll help you out if you need a hand.
Oh, no. It's nothing like that.
All right. Will you let me know if there's anything I can do for you? Got that?
You're a real compassionate guy, Kiryu-san. Kinda reminds me of Ichiban.
What can I say to that? You know, if I keep spending more time with you, Kasuga might get upset.
Oh, no. We're not like that at all. The two of us are just friends.
Sure. Well, let's drink again sometime when we get the chance. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. I'd love to, in fact. Just make sure your health doesn't get any worse, Kiryu-san.
You got it. I look forward to doing this again.
Yeah, same here. It's been fun.
Hey, Sunny. Is this seat open?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. As you can see.
Something the matter? You look a little down.
Oh, don't mind me. It's nothing you need to be concerned about, Kiryu-san.
All right. I'll just wait until you feel like talking about the thing I shouldn't be concerned about. Don't mind me.
So that's how we're doing this? There's no winning with you, is there?
I see. So your officers, these great and wise uncles of yours, are acting suspiciously whenever you're not looking.
Yeah, basically. A lot of people in Komi Jewel, the younger members in particular, have been complaining to me, saying they don't know what to do. The elders put up a front when I'm around, but when something goes sideways, they take it out on their younger subordinates. It's unbelievable. If they have a problem with how I run things, then they should say it to my face.
It's hard, having to deal with subordinates who are older than you, or who may even have more experience. Seems like the Queen of Komi Jewel has some troubles of her own.
It's a minor issue, and a personal one at that. It's really nothing you should be concerned about.
Those officers are around my age, aren't they? I could lend you a hand if you need it.
Oh, no, please don't. I am not saying another word so I can at least preserve what's left of my people's dignity.
We're on the same team now, so there's no need to go about things alone. Just how long are you gonna treat me as a guest?
Well, for as long as I'm the face of this town. But I'm happy you consider us allies. Oh, happy is an understatement. I am over the damn moon right now.
What was that? I didn't catch that last bit.
Oh, nothing. I was just saying that it's the thought that counts. Not only are you my guest, but you're also sick. You should put your health first and foremost.
Went straight for the jugular there.
There once were 3 organizations that kept a close eye on this town. Komi Jewel, the Liumang, and the Seiryu clan. While it may have looked like a 3-way power struggle on the surface, it was actually intended to prevent outside forces from entering. Compared to the past, Ijincho seems a bit too relaxed nowadays. I suppose as a side effect of the ongoing peace. There's not much I can do about that, but my reputation would take a major hit if you're caught worrying.
Yeah, I hear you. Guess that means there's nothing more I can say.
Maybe the alcohol's getting to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to come off so persistent.
Don't worry about it.
Perhaps I'm in no position to say this, but
Hmm?
I prefer how Ijincho is now over how it was before. Even the Komi Jewel bunch has become quite social these days.
Yeah, I guess they have. I hear they actually started saying hi to people on the streets. I mean, some of them, of course, not all.
Komi Jewel used to have this image of being a secret organization that was always out of sight.
Without any rivals around, like the Tojo clan or the Omi Alliance, they're probably enjoying the peace while it lasts.
I see.
Oh, thanks for that, barkeep. I prefer Ijincho the way it is now, too.
Actually, that reminds me. An old regular from Komi Jewel gave me this.
What is it?
A mask worn by members of our organization. It's modeled after the ones used in traditional Korean performances. We would hide behind a mask whenever we had to get our hands dirty.
Right. But the owner of this mask said it's been a long time since he's had to wear it. Eventually, he amicably cut ties with the organization, got married, settled down in this town. He left this mask at the bar, saying he was turning over a new leaf.
Looks like Komijo's going through some changes.
Still, he shouldn't have given this mask away, much less to an outsider. Maybe I should tighten up operations.
Maybe you should loosen up a bit, Sunhee. The way you carry yourself sometimes makes you appear real intimidating.
Some would say that's one of my good points, though. Better to look tough, so your subordinates know who's in charge. Jungi-han thinks so too. But, what say you, Kiryu-san?
Well, your subordinates probably appreciate the fact that you're easy to read.
I see. You think so too. These drinks taste even better when I'm with you, Kiryu-san.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm supposed to be dead, so I never thought I'd be able to enjoy a drink like this again. That's why I'm savoring every glass. Because I have a friend to drink with.
A friend? You consider me your friend?
Of course. Unless that's a problem.
Oh, not at all. I'm honored.
Hey, Saiko. Mind if I join you for a drink?
Yeah, go ahead. I've been saving this seat just for you, Kiryu-san. Gotta keep an eye on the sickly, you know. Make sure he's not drinking too much.
That's so. I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
Actually, there's something I wanted to ask you. When you're hitting on a woman, are you the attentive type? The kind of man who takes care of all of her needs?
I'd say so, yeah. But not to the point where I'd embarrass myself.
Have you ever given someone a bouquet?
That's not my style. I've never done that myself, but I think it's actually pretty bold.
Okay, but if a guy gave you enough roses to nearly fill your room every single day, that'd be crazy, right? And crazy expensive to boot.
I'm with you there, but maybe I should have tried that back in the day.
Wait, seriously? Well, I'm sure you could still pull it off, so don't take yourself out of the game just yet. Anyone would be thrilled to get flowers from you, Kiryu-san. Honestly, it's kind of cute when a guy tries his best not to act embarrassed.
Right. Whatever you say. So what's with the rose talk? Did some guy actually try to woo you with a bouquet or two?
You're pretty sharp, Kiryu-san. That is spot on.
He must be quite the character, then. Alright, I'm listening. So what kind of guy is he?
He's the CEO of some consulting firm that just started up here in Ijincho. He's young, only like a year older than me. After his first visit to the club, he asked me on a date, and I figured it wouldn't hurt to say yes. And ever since then, he's been sending me a ton of roses every day. To my club and to my home. It doesn't really bother me, and I just feel bad if I told him off for it.
You shouldn't, though. Was this pretty recent?
Yeah, like, since last month?
The guy seems head over heels for you. Those flowers can't be cheap either.
And on top of that, he even slips in stuff like marriage and our future whenever we're having a conversation.
So this CEO guy is the same customer who was pressing you about getting hitched.
Yep. I mean, honestly, he was a great guy on our date, and he does seem to know how to treat a woman. He's attentive, and he never runs out of things to talk about. And he's funny, too. Some girls might even call him perfect.
Seems like you don't think too badly of Mr. CEO either.
Huh. Does it come off that way? Oh, yeah. That reminds me.
What's up?
I heard Ichiban is doing just fine over there. He's, hanging around with that one girl, right? Chitose-chan?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So, what's she like?
Chitose is the daughter of the Fujinomiya family, so you could say that she's pretty unique.
That's what I've heard too. Being born into a family like that is already way impressive.
At first, I thought she was just a petty thief. Kasuga and I both got played by her.
Chitose-chan more or less stripped Ichiban of everything he owned and threw him out, right? Wasn't he being way too careless?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, he went all the way to Hawaii to meet his mom. He should have kept his head on straight.
But Kasuga wasn't seduced by her. He only got his drink spiked. On top of that, she told him she was Akane-san's housekeeper. I don't think he had much reason to suspect her. Yeah, he let his guard down, but I wouldn't blame him.
Uh-huh. So you're taking Ichiban's side, Kiryu-san? That man never changes. I'm not sure if it's because he's gullible or what.
It's hard to leave him alone, isn't it?
Incredibly. I know from personal experience.
He bears his heart to anyone, so I'm positive he doesn't look at Chitose in the way you think he does. Does that make you feel any better?
What? Look, if Ichiban's getting friendly with a cute girl over in Hawaii, I'm happy for him. Really.
Uh-huh, sure. I'll drop the subject then.
And what are you chuckling at? What's so funny, huh? That does it. I'm gonna drink all night long. I don't know if it's just your age talking or what, but that calm attitude of yours just pissed me off. Heck, how would you like it if I stripped you down today, Kiryu-san?
Careful. I'm a sick man, remember? Have mercy on me.
Hey, what are you smirking about?
You can never go wrong with chilled tomatoes. Simple and delicious.
Right? And if you think these are good, I know where we can get some even better ones.
Oh? Where's that?
Why, that'd be none other than my very own garden.
Oh, right. You said Adachi-san was teaching you how to garden. So you grow tomatoes?
Yeah, homegrown's always the best, isn't it? You should have seen my war with the crows.
A war with crows? Don't tell me you solved it with your fists.
Come on, what do you take me for? I hung up CDs and stuff. The movement and the flashing freaks the little bastards out.
Does that sort of thing really work?
Actually, not at all. At least not for me. In fact, it seemed to encourage them.
Jeez. So what'd you do about it?
I tried a bunch of things, but what really sent them packing was wrenching the curtains open and glaring at them.
You just stared at the birds?
Yeah, just opened the curtains and stared. In stone-cold silence.
Yikes. Ooh, how creepy. I'd stop coming around too if I were a crow.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'll do anything for my delicious tomatoes.
Well, if I ever find myself battling crows in my own garden, I know who to call.
Right on. Just say the word.
I bet if home improvement store sold posters of Namba glaring, that'd sell like hotcakes.
There Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
was certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
But the stuff they make here's all time.
Yeah, it's got that deep curry flavor. You can tell it's been made with love.
Speaking of, one of my customers was telling me most golf clubs make a pretty good curry.
You know, I've heard that too. Curry is usually on the menu at most of them, and they differ depending on the area, so it's fun to compare.
Why do they even serve curry, though? Is it because everyone likes it?
I'm sure that's part of it, but the main reason seems to be that you can dish out curry fast and easy and avoid any long wait times.
I see. That makes sense.
You know, if the curry hits different at each club, then it's probably the same for all the bars. I say we make the rounds and crown ourselves a king.
Hang on. Do you have any idea how many bars there are around here?
A lot more than just this one, that's for sure. Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
was certainly food.
ありがとうござい
Let's dig.
Bon
That's
appetit.
good.
Man, I love me some takoyaki. Time to dig in. Hot, hot, hot.
Are you alright? Hold your horses, Nanchan.
All I could think about was eating the takoyaki. I totally forgot that it's piping hot.
The takoyaki from this place is so well cooked that the insides retain their heat, even when the outside cools off a little.
That's how you know it's the best. I just love the crispy outside paired with the tender filling.
I know.
Maybe swallow first?
My bad. I got carried away. But you know, it really feels like a slice of heaven to just down a highball after scarfing down some great takoyaki.
Yeah, they really elevate each other. I get how you could lose yourself in it, Namba.
And takoyaki goes well with almost any topping. Oh, I want to try them all. Got any recommendations, Sunhee?
I totally go with cheese. Cheese and trees are a perfect match.
Oh, jeez. Not you too. Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
was certainly